Shiba Inu has been in a consolidation period for quite some time now, but what if that's not the case? Let's get into some news that's been going on with the coin recently and everything that we have to talk about. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video like this. Check out our WeBull link down in the description below if you guys want to pick up some free stocks with WeBull. And check out our private Patreon group where you can get access to our private Discord. But other than that, guys, let's get right into this video. Alrighty guys, here we are with Shiba Inu. We have a lot to talk about today, lots of new news updates and just little things that have been going on with the coin and just everything involving the community. So let's just get right into it. As you can see here, we're on Dex Guru with SHIB. This is the overall price action. Now, like we have said, it's been in a bit of a consolidation period recently as far as the price goes. We've seen a pretty tightly woven pattern here ever since these recent all-time highs that we hit back in May 11th. As you can see here, the price has been kind of stagnant just around this area. This pump right here was a little, nice little pump, but unfortunately it just did not, really sustain that long, and we're right back down to this resistance level right here, and we are pretty much continued to trade sideways ever since. Now, I do want to point out trading volume has dropped off heavily as well. But also one thing to note too is that as these pumps get closer, you can notice that trading volume does of course increase, and that seems like common sense, I know, but there's a lot of people who are wondering trading volume, how does that coincide with the price of whatever the asset is that I'm looking at? And if you're looking at SHIB, for instance, as you can see here, the trading volume kind of ticked up on this pump right here, and then it ticked up for a little bit, and then unfortunately kind of fell off since then. Now, what about the potential in the future? We're going to get into that in the later part of this video as far as where I think this coin could be headed. But for now, let's cover the rest of the news articles and everything that's been going on with SHIB. And first of all, this one, which I personally think is going to be a very big deal if it comes to fruition. Obviously, this is a change.org petition, and it says, kindly request of Robinhood to list Shiba Inu coin, which I think would be, of course, huge for the coin. We already see the accessibility of Dogecoin on Robinhood. We know that with Dogecoin's listing on Robinhood, which happened, a very long time ago, that has always been on Robinhood from almost the beginning. Dogecoin, I think for the most part, owes a lot of its success to the accessibility of the coin. So many people are able to buy in on Robinhood because Robinhood is, for the most part, a super accessible brokerage. It's not that hard to hop into Dogecoin because all you have to do is have a Robinhood account, and most people have Robinhood accounts. And I would argue that if Shiba Inu does get listed on Robinhood as a tradable currency, it will likely go a lot higher. More people will likely be wanting to buy into it, and it will get just as much attention, as Dogecoin would. So I think it's a big deal. As you can see here, their goal is about 7,500 signatures. They so far have 7,416. So super close to this petition. Crazy stuff, guys. As you can see here, this was started not that long ago either. This is only about a week ago when it was started, and these are just all people who are, supporting it and everything. But this is a big deal, and I think that this will be a big deal if it comes to fruition. Now, it is a change.org petition, so of course that's not going to be something that is going to happen for sure, right? Because a lot of people like to look at these change.org things and go, oh, this is great news, this is going to be amazing. But again, lots of change.org petitions get millions of signatures and nothing happens. They do help push the narrative forward that people are wanting, their opinions and their voices heard. So I will admit that it is a good exposure strategy, but we don't know for sure if this is going to happen. If it does, I think it'll be a very good thing for Shiba Inu, but we have to wait and see, unfortunately. And who knows what happens with those change.org petitions. Now we're getting into the Shiba Army Reddit. As you can see here, Shiba Inu was on Fox News of all places, the financial, information segment that they have on Fox News. As you can see here, they showed the coin with the 24-hour percent change, the 30-day change. As you can see here, over the last 30 days, up 2,263%, which is just an absolute insane return on any money that anybody put into this coin to begin with. Absolutely crazy stuff, but also to the fact that it is getting exposure on Fox News, which is always any exposure, I think, for this coin is a good thing. This is a coin that is built off of people buying into it in volume and holding, right? People buying into it raises the price. People holding it allows the price to continue to rise. And if people are continually selling this coin, of course, that's not really going to be the case. That's going to fall off a bit. in the number of people who are holding this coin and everything. So this is pretty cool stuff that you know, Fox News is showing it, and once again, I think it just adds more to the validity of this coin. You know, the fact that this coin is, because a lot of people, you know, they want to argue that it's a scam or that it's, you know, not, you know, it's not real and whatever. But the thing is, nobody's investing in this because, you know, they have this fundamental belief that it's going to change the world. This is a meme coin at the end of the day, and yes, it is community driven, and it can be a very big deal and everything. But for the most part, people are in this to make money, you know, and whether or not, you know, most people aren't putting a lot of their money, you know, they're not putting their whole life savings in. There are people who are doing that, and those of you who are, you know, you guys have crazy diamond hands, and congratulations, and wow, like, you guys have a lot of bravery. It's not something I would personally do, just for my own risk tolerance, but, you know, I'm willing to throw in 50 to 100, maybe even 500 bucks at most into this, because that's money that I'm willing and able to lose. And for the most part, everybody I've talked to about this coin feels the same way. They have put only amount of money that they are willing to lose. It's a gamble, you know, it's like going to the casino, you know, and playing slots or playing any kind of game that has, you know, odds of you winning and odds of you losing. You could argue that this game has a lot more upside potential, but again, it has just as much downside potential too in losing your entire investment. You know, that is unless, of course, you sell and however you end up taking it. But again, a lot of people like to call this a scam, and I just don't think that calling it a scam is a little bit dishonest and not a great take in my opinion. But besides the point. As you can see here, we're going to go lastly to CoinMarketCap. This is their their ranking just based on different data and everything. As you can see here, still the most visited coin on this platform is Shiba Inu. It is the most visited coin right now, above SafeMoon and above Bitcoin. SafeMoon and Shiba are both, you know, neck and neck right now as far as, you know, paying attention. The only big difference right now, of course, is that Shiba is down about 6% over the last 24 hours, and SafeMoon is up 7% after the recent Dave Portnoy kind of shout out that they got, which we also made a video about yesterday. If you guys haven't checked that out, definitely go check it out. It'll be on our channel. It should be, you know, you'll find it. It's there. Dave Portnoy officially announced his support for SafeMoon. He did mention Shiba Inu in his video that he made, but of course it is not something that he is necessarily supporting. Now, what's getting really interesting about this, guys, is the way Shiba Inu and SafeMoon are still continuing to climb in the digits in their price, right? The big thing that everybody's waiting for, right, is that, you know, they have millions of SafeMoon, millions of Shiba Inu, and everyone's saying if these go to 1 penny or 1 cent, people are going to be millionaires. You know, this is going to change people's lives if these tokens can get up there. And I think it will be a very big deal if they do get up there. And of course, we'll be covering all of that, every single part of it. And, you know, sometimes, you know, we're going to be covering this stuff when it's low, when it's, you know, really beaten down one day. And we've gotten comments before where everyone's saying, oh, it's down 50% over the last, you know, couple of weeks. Like, what are you guys talking about? You're just making this for views. But we're not doing this just for views. We're doing this because we want to help the community of people who are holding this coin and these other coins and just everybody in the DeFi space in general. This is such a new and interesting space. And I believe that content creators who can produce daily updates about this kind of stuff, even hourly updates about this stuff, especially for these coins where people have money in them and they want to know what's going on, news that's coming out about this, because for the most part, there's no really official way or really proper way to get consistent news on these coins besides a YouTube channel like ours. So I really, you know, believe that we are hopefully helping you guys, giving you guys information on these coins and just telling you guys what's going on with them, so that way you guys understand what's going on. You can see what's happening with your position in the coin if you're holding the coin, and just overall trying to be helpful. But let's just finish up this video, you know, wrap this up here. Here are my thoughts on where this is going. Now, I said this in a previous video, and I'm going to continue this as my opinion that we are in a consolidation period for Shiba Inu coin right now. We are basically trading horizontal for the most part, and I do not think that that will change until either more news comes out as far as AMAs go, or more, you know, maybe security protocols get passed for Shiba Inu, new listings on brokerages, for instance, or just things like that, general fundamental news events that usually tend to drive the price up a little bit. Now, for a big pump, I think Shiba Inu needs to once again re-enter into the kind of overall I guess the vernacular or the culture in general of just people talking about it. And I think that that will get a huge boost from Dogecoin, because as we've seen in the past, Shiba Inu tends to trade very tightly and very similarly with Dogecoin. Whenever something happens with Dogecoin, Shiba Inu tends to kind of push up a little bit. It doesn't always happen, but it tends to, and patterns don't always have to repeat themselves, of course, but this is a pattern, at least that I've noticed. Now, I think as Dogecoin continues to rise up and we hear more news that Elon keeps talking about, Elon Musk with Tesla and everything going on with Dogecoin, I think as more news comes out about that, more tweets, more just fundamental changes in the way the coin operates, I think Shiba Inu could get a boost from that as well. We'll of course have to see. We did have Vitalik actually burn his tokens just a little bit ago too. I forgot to mention that real quick. And that did help drive the price up just a little bit right here. Unfortunately though, we did dump a little bit after that, but still we are above where we previously were, so not too bad. It'll be very interesting to see where this coin goes the next coming days. Of course, comment down below, let me know what you guys think about it. But other than that, guys, that is pretty much it for Shiba Inu coin. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video like this. Check out our WeBull link if you guys want to pick up some free stocks with WeBull. Check out our Patreon. Check out our Patreon group if you guys want to join our private Discord. It's a great place where we talk about stocks, cryptocurrency, or anything related to money. So if that sounds interesting to you, go check that out in the description below. Other than that, guys, that is all I have for you guys today. I'm Kyle, Finance Bro. Take it easy.